Welcome in, y'all. Welcome to Mini Reads here at the cottage. Hello, hello. Hey, Pat, how you doing? Pat, you're always fine. You were fine earlier. You just saw that and called it a lot quicker. I was trying to give that person a chance, and no, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't always make them drink, right? But anyway, how's everybody doing today? Welcome in, welcome in. We are doing mini reads. I have a couple of people already on the list. We're going to get that going. Hey, Barbie, how you doing? Let's put our list up. I'm going to give everybody just a chance to get here because I don't want to start reading for folks who have already booked before for when they get here. Hey, Jimmy. Hey, Sonia. How you guys doing? There's our list so far right there. So anyway, that's his book. How you guys doing? Hey, Ruthie, how are you doing? Hey, Britt. You were saying about a week ago. I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you, Pat. I tell you, yeah, that was a hot mess. Oh, Brittany, what was I gonna? Oh, I know what I was gonna tell you. You remember I told you earlier during the all signs, I said, remind me, I'm going to tell you something. Well, I forgot, but I remembered it after the all signs was over. So I'm going to tell you now. You know, the famous comment, if I have one more Gemini X, I'm going to have a Yahtzee. I was talking to Brit Girl about, we were talking about that and we were laughing about it. And I said, I'm like Brittany, except for me, it's Scorpios. If I date one more Scorpio, I'm going to have me a Yahtzee too. Anyway, I thought that was hilarious. We were like, I will never not laugh about that comment, Brittany. That was so freaking epic. God, it was funny. But anyway, you know what, Ruthie? It's Aries season. We're all feeling more of that Mars energy, aggressive, assertive. Probably feeling a little more I don't know, what's the right word? Sexual, right? Oh, okay, Ruthie, you're probably really feeling it then because you're Aries. I gotcha. I feel it too, though. But my North Node is in my first house. That's an Aries house. So anyway, all right. Let's see here. It's your Leo moon or your Scorpio, right? Oh, right, Brittany. I know, right? Yeah, spicy. Definitely. Definitely. I imagine those of you with Aries placements are, feeling it. I like Aries season. That's just me. But it is, more intense. I definitely feel it. Definitely feel it. Let me write this one down. All right, impose photo. All right. Is Jessica here yet? Jessica and Vanessa, are you guys here yet? If so, I'm going to start reading here in a minute. And then impose photo. Right. I see, Sonia, I had forgotten about that. Aries with Mars, Mercury, and Jupiter in Aries. You know what, though? I think it's hilarious. Hey, Vanessa, how you doing? I got you on the list. Impose photo. I don't know who impose photo is. I'm going to put impose photo on the list. Hang on just a second. Y'all, if I come across a little bit scattered for a minute, you're not wrong. I just woke up. I'll wake up in a minute. But like I woke up and brushed my hair and kind of freshened my makeup up just a little bit, got me some water, and here I am. Saturn putting pressure on you, right? Right, Pat? Man. Oh, okay, Imelda. I gotcha. Well, you are on the list, love bug. You're on the list. So is Jessica and Vanessa. Where's Jessica? Has Jessica made it in yet? I'm going to wait till 4 something. So, did you really, Vanessa? I don't know what it is, but I mean, it's like lately when I take a nap, I guess it's recovering from this cold. lately when I take a nap and I set my clock and I wake up, it's like I've got this feeling of just like, oh my God, a total groggy, what planet am I on? I can't remember who I am kind of thing. But yeah, I feel very out of it. But actually that's good. It's good to kind of be in that state when you read actual. I know that sounds weird, but it actually is good because sometimes you'll get downloads a little more clearly, if that makes sense. Fair, Nixie. Fair. Yeah, feeling like I'm in a new dimension. Like Brittany, did they beam me up yet, or am I still in the ghetto earth, right? But anyway. Oh, Vanessa. Okay. I hope it's going to be a good but busy though. Yeah, it's like, did I exit the dimension I'm in, or am I still in the 3D, right? Yep. Nixie. Subconscious. You know what's funny? Talking about the subconscious, we store so much there. Um, okay, good, Nessa. I know, right, Ruthie? It's like I don't know anymore. But Nixie, you'll find this interesting. And this is a good story about the subconscious. We'll do this. I hope Jessica will pop in a minute, and I'll start reading in a minute. But because I know I went live a little bit before 4. But I am kind of a geek about word puzzles, and the New York Times games. There's a game on there called Spelling Bee, and like you make all the words that you can from these letters. Anyway, and it's pretty difficult, and they have all these different levels. I always score genius if I do it right when I first wake up when I'm still out of it. But if I wait till after I'm awake, more likely than not, that game's going to kick my butt. Isn't that funny? And it's because it's in your subconscious. And another thing, there's always one word that's like a bonus word where you use all 7 letters. If I'm still groggy, I can look at those letters and boom, that word will come to me like that. And if I'm wide awake, more likely not, I'm not going to get the bonus word. Anyway, just a little tidbit about the subconscious, right? Sometimes that helps me, Ruthie, but more often than not, it's like if I catch it when I first wake up, I'm going to nail it every time. More often than not. Yeah, they are weird. Our brains are super weird. We have yet to figure them out. But that's just the power of the subconscious mind. I'll tell you something else, Nixie, that's very interesting. Back in the day, I'm an accountant, right? When I was in college, and I would be studying for an exam the night before, right? And I would have trouble figuring something out. And I would finally, like I would give up and just go to bed and say, well, if that's on the test tomorrow, I'm just going to have to miss it. And I would dream about it and figure it out in my dream and go to school the next day and nail it. I have also I many times dreamed before tests how to work stuff out and done well. Dreams are funny things, man. The subconscious is very powerful. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That subconscious will turn around and give you an answer. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, Sonia, you're doing what I need to be doing. I need to be doing laundry. Yeah, Jimmy, I think so. But you're still very much because, like, okay, right before you go to sleep, your brain reaches what's called the theta state. Okay. And that is when you're operating in the subconscious. Okay. And when you first wake up, oftentimes you're in the theta state. Right. So, yeah, I never remember my dreams, hardly ever. So, you can bet your sweet bippity if I remember a dream, it's important. Wow, Nessa, that's crazy. All right. So, We are going to go ahead and start. I don't know. I guess Jessica's not here, but y'all just tell Jessica she's going to have to rewind. I'm going to write down a timestamp. I know I don't say that I'm going to do that, but I'm going to do it here. All right. Well, before I do, hang on a second. Before we start reading. Right, Brittany? Let's see here. All right. Source, Spirit, Universe, Divine Guides. Give us information for everybody that we read for the greater good. As it is spoken, so it is. All right, here we go. All right, let's read for Jessica. Let's read for Jessica. All right, here we go. Here we go. What's coming up in love? Should I pursue the Cappy? We're going to look at the energies around the Capricorn. What is the potential here with the Capricorn for Jessica? What is the potential here? What does it look like as far as any potential to grow and build with the Capricorn for Jessica? Let's take a look. What is the potential to grow and build with the Capricorn? What's the potential to grow and build with the Capricorn? Here we go. Here we go. What's the potential to grow and build with the Capricorn? So I have the Star in the reverse. Five of Swords in the reverse. Knight of Cups in the reverse. I don't think so. I don't think so. The overall energy being the major arcana here, but the others are nothing is contradictory. I don't have to clarify. There's a complete loss of hope on the part of this Capricorn. The Five of Swords speaks to the truth kind of coming out about something you kind of maybe already know. Maybe there is something about this Capricorn that you already have learned that was less than pleasant, or that they have learned about you, that may be how they feel. The Knight of Cups in reverse, they're just not coming forward. And possibly, blamer alert, this Capricorn may actually blame you, Jessica, for something that may have happened between you two. I may clarify that Knight of Cups to just see, but at the same time, I know that there's just not any potential here with the Capricorn. I can say that without a doubt. Queen of Swords in reverse. High Priestess in the reverse. This person's ticked off about something towards you, Jessica. All right. I think they're waiting on an apology is what I'm thinking. Very interesting. They're waiting on something, but I don't think they're doing anything about it. I think they've lost hope. And I think they're angry. I think they may be holding a grudge. And in their mind, there's something that you did that was your fault. I'm not saying it was your fault. I'm saying this is the Capricorn and what their perception is of things, okay? A person's perception and the truth are often different things, okay? So that's what I got. That's what I got. Hey, Missy Scott, what's up? How you doing? All right, Nessa, what's up, love bug? Let's check in on the Scorpio. Oh, no. Silence. What is going on with this nutty Scorpio now? Let's see here. What's going on with the Scorpio? Give me the energies between Vanessa and the Scorpio. What's the Scorpio thinking? I'm going to do that. Is that okay, Vanessa, if I ask what's on the mind of the Scorpio right now? Let me know. What are they thinking about this connection? You know, what's their thoughts about this connection kind of thing? Okay. All right. Let's see what we can find out for you. Okay, love. All right. What's going on with this Scorpio? What's going on with this Scorpio as it relates to this connection? And Vanessa, what's going on with this Scorpio as far as the Scorpio's thoughts about this connection with Vanessa? Give me the energies, the Scorpio, their point of view about this connection, please. Sun in reverse, not happy. Page of Wands in reverse. Five of Cups in reverse. So why no talkie with the Page of Wands in reverse? We kind of knew that. Why no talkie? Why no speaky? Why no talkie? Give me the Page of Wands in reverse. Give me the Page of Wands in reverse. Feeling triggered or defensive about something. 7 of Wands. 8 of Wands in reverse. 7 of... Seven of Pentacles is here. That's the card of waiting on you. Why is the Scorpio waiting on Jessica? Is that what I think it is? Is the Scorpio wanting Jessica to chase or run after him or reach out to him? What's going on here? Yeah. Oh. Yeah. This Scorpio wants you to make the first move, and if you've tried, they want you to try harder. What in the craziness is going on? See? Okay. 5 of Cups in reverse. 5 of Cups in reverse. I'm going to clarify that. Why is that here? It's sometimes the card of wanting to let the past go, but not like in a bad way, but just like work through it and move past it. Ooh, 10 of Cups in reverse, 2 of Cups in reverse. He definitely feels the absence. I can tell you that right now. But he's stressed about it. Make no mistake, he's stressed about it. He's not happy. We picked that up with the Sun card here in the reverse. But he feels triggered, feels defensive with the 7 of Wands here. I've got so many cards of tight lip, not talking about this thing, Vanessa. He's not happy. But he don't want to let this go. He may take you for granted a little bit. He may take you for granted a little bit, Vanessa, but that's what I'm picking up. That's what I'm picking up. He wants you to chase him. That's what he's wanting. And I think he thinks you will. All right. Thank you, MF. Thank you for that, sweetheart. Appreciate the feedback, as always. That's what I got, love bug. All right. Imelda. What is up, Imelda? How you doing? We're going to get Marcus's feelings. Hey, Missy Scott. How you doing? Good. Good. That'll serve. That'll serve. You know what I mean? Let's get Marcus's feelings towards Imelda. You're welcome, love. Thank you, as always. How does Marcus feel towards Imelda? How does Marcus feel towards Imelda? They can be, Vanessa. What are Marcus's feelings towards Imelda? What are Marcus's feelings towards Imelda, please? What does Marcus feel towards Imelda? Give me Marcus's feelings towards Imelda. Marcus's feelings towards Imelda. Marcus's feelings towards Imelda, please. Marcus's feelings towards Imelda. Marcus's feelings towards Imelda, please. Justice in the reverse. The Hierophant. The Magician in reverse. Why does he feel like things are not fair right now or not going like he wants? Has he done something or felt like he sabotaged something? I'm going to clarify the Justice in the reverse. I think he wants this to work out with the Hierophant. But why is the Justice in the reverse? Oh, he's a Taurus. 4 of Wands in reverse. Strength. Oh. Emperor in reverse. You know what? He's holding back. I'm getting that he's like a control freak with the Emperor in reverse. Why is he holding back from commitment? 4 of Wands in reverse. I mean, the Hierophant is here. That's weird. Why is the Magician in reverse? Sometimes that's a card about sabotage or feeling like there are things that are out of not here that need to be here in order to make something work. No, Nicole, you definitely, you can definitely book. We just started, Nicole. You're a Libra. Oh, there you go. Oh, Seven of Swords in reverse. Ooh. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This person has trust issues. This person has trust issues big time. I don't know why, but I feel like this person lost trust in you or just in general. But you said you guys were together 3 years and he stopped talking to you like 8 months ago. Or maybe he feels like something came out and you lost trust in them. Look, the Hermit is here, the Hangman in reverse. Withdrawn, man. He feels solid on his decision. You think he thought you were cheating. Oh, okay. See, the Seven of Swords in reverse, he questions your loyalty. That's why the Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. He may feel like you sabotaged this thing. And that's why he's given up on this. You know what's interesting is I think he at one time wanted it with the Hierophant here. I think he probably still does, but at the same time, he don't trust you. That's what I got here, though. It's a trust thing. Yeah. I think it was all because of that. In his mind, he felt like he found out that you were cheating. And I'm not saying you are. No. I'm saying in his mind, it may have not been cheating, but in his mind, he found some reason where he felt like he couldn't trust you. And that's why the Seven of Swords is in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. And that's why he withdrew the Hermit card. And he's pretty solid on that. Wow. That's what I got. Oh, okay. Yep, I saw it come in, Nicole. But yeah. All right. All right, Nicole, yours came through just now. So let me get that as well. There we go. There you are. Did I miss somebody? Hold on a minute. Savita. Okay, hold on, Nicole. I didn't realize it. Savita and then Nicole. So I got to grab Savita and then I got you, Nicole. I didn't realize Savita had booked. I looked at the amount and I'm like, okay, that went up more than by one. So, okay. So, hey, Sav, how you doing? You're welcome, Imelda. Thank you, babe. Sunday reset day. I like that, Savita. Okay. Wow. Okay, Savita. Let's take a look. What does Savita need to know about the fam? What does Savita need to know about her family? What does Savita need to know about her family? What does Savita need to know about her family? What does Savita need to know about her family? What does Savita need to know about her family? Knight of Cups in reverse. Star in reverse. There's some unhealed wounds here. Somebody's salty. Who's salty here? Queen of Wands in reverse. The Knight of Cups in reverse. I feel like your family may blame you about something. Why? I don't know, because I know you said, you've got two different situations here. What is this Knight of Cups in the reverse about for Savita? What is this Knight of Cups in reverse about? It's Knight of Cups in reverse about. Five of Pentacles. Magician, they feel like you did something to sabotage the family. Five of Pentacles may feel like you abandoned something. There's abandonment here that's coming out, or leaving somebody out in the cold. Sabotage with the Magician in the reverse. Seven of Swords in reverse. They feel like they can't trust you. Savita, what the heck? What's going on here? Why is this going on like this? Don't make any sense to me, Savita. Who is this? Who's mad with the Queen of Wands in reverse? What's that about? What's the Queen of Wands in reverse about? Devil in reverse. Five of Wands. Conflict. Oh, okay. Four of Cups in reverse. There's conflict. You know what? The funny thing is they don't want to let they don't want to cut contact with you. The Four of Cups is here in the reverse. But at the same time, they feel like there's been some toxicity, some conflict. They are aggravated about something. But I think they would like for this to be resolved with the Four of Cups here in the reverse. Let's just see. Let's just see. Judgment in reverse. Two of Swords. 10 of Swords. Betrayal, man. Obstacles. Obstacles. Roadblocks with that Two of Swords. Lack of communication. Oh, okay. Okay. I gotcha. Because I've got that somebody's judgmental. Big time. And harsh. Quick to judge. That's probably who I'm picking up, is the one you were talking about. Whoever it is, man. They got a beef with you about something. I'm not saying they're right. You know how that goes. But that's what I feel here. I hate that, Savita. I hate that. Bye, Ruthie. Thank you so much. Scorpio is here. Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn. You're welcome, love. I wish I hate that. All right, Nicole. All right, so Nicole, I need your question, love. When you give me your question, Nicole, don't put an actual question mark in the chat, because YouTube will hold it and we won't see it. We finally figured out that's what's up. And Tiffany, let's see here. Hey, let's see here. All right, we got Just Dandy Tippy. She is after Nicole. Just Dandy. But yeah, I need your question in the chat, love bug. Yeah, just state it as a sentence, right? I just copied your link. Jimmy, you're so funny. Jimmy, you type like I do. I think my drunk elf and my autocorrect is the same as your drunk elf and your autocorrect, Jimmy. I don't know. Copying links is weird. I'm cold. I'm fixing to go turn the air up, and then I'll get hot. Oh, whatever comes out for love. I'm sorry, Nicole. I almost missed it, love bug. Whatever comes out for love. What does Nicole need to know about romance? What message needs to come out for Nicole about romance, please? What does Nicole need to know about love, romance? Pat, I think there's more than one. The Devil in reverse, the Moon in reverse, Three of Cups in reverse. Here's what I get. with the devil and the moon card coming up here, they're in the reverse. But what that's telling me, I think maybe you may be experiencing some blockage, 3 of Cups in reverse, some blockage. And I think the reason may have to do with some things that are yet to be healed from the shadow work, emotional healing kind of thing, maybe some heartbreak. Maybe it could even go all the way back to childhood trauma. That can definitely affect our love life and what we attract. Everything you're experiencing in romance is 100% controlled by what's in your shadow self, which is your subconscious, yet by definition, we're not even aware of it. But we have to heal that. And there are ways to heal those things. Okay. And I've got a whole playlist on my channel about it. But I think that may be the advice that you're getting from spirit, is to get on a shadow work journey. Okay. And what else? What else? Okay, yeah. It takes a while, you know that, Nicole. Once you start digging, man, depending on what's, what your experiences have been. What else does Nicole need to know? One thing, Nicole, to be mindful of. All right, I'm getting you some more advice too. Yeah, okay, here. All right, several things. What I have here, Nicole, just because you may be taking a break from dating while you do the shadow work, I would definitely make it a point to get out some. Certainly, shadow work is something you do in solitude, and I get that, but maybe get out with a friend group or something of that nature. Okay. But definitely, take a break from anything romantic, as far as, unless it's just something very light. Okay. Nothing with any emotional investment, because that is a distraction from shadow work. Okay. There's some trust issues here that I feel like are going to have to be healed with the good. Okay. So you're on the right track there, Nicole. There's some trust issues here with the Page of Swords in reverse that are going to be specific to your journey. Not a bad thing. Many of us have trust issues we have to heal, and it's understandable why we develop those in the first place many times. Okay. Fair enough. But I'm getting, don't jump in too soon to anything with the Knight of Swords here. All right. Get yourself in balance. Okay. Integrating that shadow into consciousness. All right. Anything else for Nicole? Anything else? Don't neglect your self-care. Self-care is super important right now. You really, if you're, in the throes of shadow work, like you've been talking about, very, very important to ramp up that self-care. Okay. It's time to be about you. Okay. Because shadow work is tough. It's intense. It's very difficult. So it's very important to nurture yourself. Okay. That's another thing. What else? Yeah, I'm getting to put a halt on love. Put a halt. Yeah. 3 cards are telling me it's not time yet. I think it will be, but I think you're on a good path. But I'm getting a real, other than getting out of the house sometimes with friends and making sure you have your support group around you. Don't be impulsive. Don't jump into anything right now. Wow, Nicole. Wow. So that's what I get. I hope that helps. I think down the road you will have things coming towards you, but I think right now things might be at a standstill. And actually, and I'm just going to say this, that especially when I first started the throes of shadow work, nothing would cross my path. And looking back, I understand now why. That was the universe's way of saying, not just yet, and kind of keeping me in a little plastic bubble for a little bit. And that's okay. We're very vulnerable during that time. Very vulnerable, because we're dealing with a lot of wounds. We're opening things that hurt, We have to feel it to heal it, and it's not fun. But I think you're on the right path. I think you're on the right path, if that makes sense. All right, Tiffany. Just Dandy Tippy wants to know this Gemini's feelings towards her. The Gemini's feelings towards Tiffany. The Gemini's feelings towards Tiffany, the Taurus. The Gemini's feelings towards Tiffany. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And we do that not meaning to, Nicole. Give me this Gemini's feelings towards Tiffany, please. Give me this Gemini's feelings towards Tiffany. You're welcome. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you. Why is this star in the reverse? Ace of Swords in the reverse. Page of Cups in the reverse. I don't know that you can trust this Gemini. I don't think there's much going to happen between you and the Gemini. This is kind of a loss of hope. Okay. I don't have any emotion. In fact, the only emotion card I have is a page in reverse. The Page of Cups in reverse. Very little to any real emotional investment. I don't trust this Gemini, to tell you the truth. With the Page of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Cups in reverse, Ace of Swords in the reverse. You know. Let's see here. Anything else about this Gemini? Anything else about this Gemini? Anything else about this Gemini? King of Wands in reverse. Ooh! Ego, 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 ego. Possibly a little bit of a player. Eight of Swords in reverse. Not a care in the world. Not a thought about it. Walking around. And I want to be honest with you. There's some maturity issues here with the King of Wands in reverse. The Page of Cups in reverse. And I hate to say this. I am not trying to be stereotypical, but it is a thing that Geminis struggle with, particularly male Geminis, is growing up. Okay. Look, Ace of Wands in reverse. May even have lost interest. Okay, but definitely would be a false start. I've got two aces in the reverse. Yeah. Maybe, well, I don't know if a player so much as just, maybe advanced beyond player, but definitely a lack of maturity. And I don't think honest. And I think maybe just not interested and maybe just not being honest about that. Which is not cool. Brittany can tell you all about Gemini men. I've dated one, okay, but Brittany's about to hit a Yahtzee on Geminis. I'm about to hit a Yahtzee on Scorpios. Hey, is Vanessa still here? But yeah. And I'm not saying they're bad. I love Scorpio. I would date a Scorpio again in a heartbeat. The right one. And I'd date a Gemini if it was the right one. Those are just the struggles with Gemini men that I have noticed. Gemini women too. And I'm a Gemini woman. I know I was a hot mess. I was. I'm not even going to try to pretend it was anything other than what it was. Not a thing. But that's what I got here. All right, Savita. Thank you. Thank you, Savita. Who's got eyes on Savita? Anybody got eyes on Savita? I'm going to hit my vape. And we'll read for you, Savita. Let go that ego. That's funny. Pat, this is so funny. I was craving egos earlier. Is that weird or what? I don't have any in the house, but I did have toaster strudels, so I had those. You said a lot in just a little bit. I realized I don't even have my banner up. God, I really was half asleep when I first started, y'all. There we go. But yeah. Yeah. I will say this. The positives that you're always going to have, regardless of how much work a Gemini has done on themselves, you will have a good time. You will have fun. They are fun, right? I mean, but Gemini men, they struggle to grow up. Women too, but the men probably a little bit more so. Right? Yeah. See, Tippy, exactly. All right. Well, Scorpios are equally challenging, but for different reasons. Scorpios will emotionally invest. It's just that on the outside, they'll look stone cold. And if you ever lose their trust, you can forget it. Scorpio, if that Scorpio ever just, and they probably come to that, the Scorpio comes to the plate with trust issues to begin with. And man, if you ever break their trust, it's over. Well, it's Aries season, Pat. It's the perfect time if you want to perfect the hot mess, right? So, Brittany, you could write a book on how to date Geminis, and could I write the forward or the preface or the introduction? Could I? Could I do that? All right, Savita. Who's got eyes on Savita? Anybody got eyes on Savita? Anybody got eyes on Savita? Anybody got eyes on Savita? Is anybody watching Savita? Who's in Savita's energy that she may or may not know about? See what's up. Buckle up. Damn right. Let's see here. I don't like them, Savita. Yes, but I don't. Yeah, but I don't like either one of them. This is telling me you may already know who they are with the moon in reverse. You may already know who they are. If not, you will. You got two knights, and it's my least favorite too. It's the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands, Savita. I don't care for either one of these two. And there's cards around them that are not good. You're not feeling the guy you're dating. Oh, wow. So, Savita, I've got one here. I'm gonna tell you the cards that came out, and I may pull a different deck, okay? But like this is a hot mess that I've pulled out here. I've got the Tower, the Justice in the reverse, and the Five of Pentacles and the Moon reversed. I got the Knight of Swords, he's in and out, and I got the Knight of Wands, and he's a temper man or woman. In your case, I know, but you know what I'm saying. So I don't care for either one of those. I'm gonna pull with another deck just to see. I don't like those two. What deck do I want to use? Manga. All right. Sometimes this deck gets tired. I know that's weird. I know that makes no sense, but this Sarah Marchetti deck is a mess. Okay. Let's pull in this deck. What's around Savita romantically, please? What's around Savita romantically? Is there anything around Savita? Is there anything around Savita? Five of Swords. Well, okay, the Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Cups in reverse. That's two different people. You have the Nine of Wands here. You have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse and the Sun in reverse. Okay, you know what I think? I think this is a PS to what I already saw. I think you have yet a third. I don't think that pull was wrong. I think this is additional information. Why? Because the Knight of Pentacles is a slow mover, and I think you have something better later. I think you have something more stable later. But I think what's around you right now is right, if that makes sense. So I do feel like you got some. I'm glad we pulled this because this is actually in many ways consistent with what I pulled for you, but it's just additional information, Savita. So that's what I have. I feel like your stable one will come later, but I feel like the ones around you now are kind of similar to the ones that Brittany and I have been discussing, right? So that's what I got. No, it's not you. It's not you. It's not you. Plus, you know what, Brittany, you know what I was thinking is that being a triple cap, you're a Saturn person, okay? Maybe maybe you're enacting some karma on these people so they can learn stuff, right? All right. Now we have Imelda again. Hey, Imelda. Okay, what's coming in love for Imelda? 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 I think there is somebody in the past that needs to be released that is holding you back right now. I don't see anything happening until that is released. I have the Six of Swords in reverse. That means there's something you need to move on from that's keeping you stuck with the Hangman here. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. That's not going anywhere. And that's blocking your blessings of something valuable here. Something in the past. Yeah, King of Pentacles in the reverse. You know, I feel like when you maybe do some internal work here with the Hangman that you'll bring about something better. But yeah, this past energy keeps coming up here. Okay, and needing to be healed. All right. There's something good trying to come in with the Wheel of Fortune, but that's what's blocking it, Imelda. That's what's blocking it, is needing to do some shadow work on a past person and release that. I tell you what, Brittany, I'm gonna tell you why they like you. It's because you ground them. Your stability, and you're very, you're Saturn. Very. I bet you got some solid boundaries. I bet your rules are pretty solid. Like I bet it would be. I bet if somebody tried to push your boundaries, Brittany, it'd probably be pretty funny. I bet they would just fall by the wayside, right? If they tried to do that. Oh, thanks, Sam. Keep it down to earth. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, on the flip side, you probably do vibe with Geminis because they probably, Capricorns are so serious, and I mean, and that's not a bad thing. Virgo's the same way in many ways, and it's like, and even Taurus can be, and Geminis will kind of pull them out of that, say, no, let's have a little fun, right? But then there's times where you're like, no, we're about to get serious. Okay, no, no, we're not going to joke around about some stuff, right? If that makes sense. That makes sense to me. I think Capricorns are fairly patient. I think Capricorns are fairly patient people, but they're not, they're not a doormat, you know. I mean, they will be until they figure it out. But once they figure it out, um, they're still patient, but when a Capricorn gets boundaries, you can forget about crossing them. It's just not going to happen. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope. Not going to do it. Nope. I like Capricorn people, but I mean, they are complicated. Like Scorpio has been in a different way. Um, Very intense. They're complicated, but like in a different way. Um, both of them struggle with people being able to understand their emotions towards them, if that makes sense. Because I think, I'll be honest, I think the way that Capricorns express emotions, most people don't understand. And I think that's something similar that can be said about Scorpios. I believe that, Nixie. I believe that. Yeah, don't even try to make a Capricorn look stupid, right? Yeah, I've heard that too, Brittany. That they say that about Capricorns and Scorpios. I personally like their energy, as you know, but I'm just weird like that. I guess. I don't know. I think they're very complex signs and intriguing, you know, and misunderstood. Very misunderstood by the majority. Well, yeah, I mean, if you're not ready for that intensity or you're not prepared for it, it can be a little bit, you know, intimidating. But it's intimidating. You know, they're intimidated. You're not intimidating. You just be you, right? And the right person will be there. Probably Brittany. Probably. I'm not intimidated by them. I just think they're hot. It's like me. You know, you ever seen that meme about the Gemini going to hell and walking up to Satan, and the Satan trying to be all big and bad, and the Gemini walk up and going, "Ooh, you're cute. How tall are you?" Right? So yeah. Well, it's okay, Pat. I still say the right person will come along. Ah, okay. Tippy. I don't know. I think Scorpios. Gems are hot. They're bad boys and jokesters. Scorpios too. Scorpios are both bad boys and jokesters. Scorpios are true pranksters sometimes. I mean, they are fun. They are fun. Or at least the ones that I've been with, you know, dated or I mean, they are very intense, very, but they have this cover where on the exterior they're like, you know, real fun and flirty and, you know, stuff. Will you quit? Your nose is cold. Go get in your bed. Why are you over here poking on me? It's like she knows when I do mini readings. It's like when I do mini readings, she comes over and starts poking me with her nose. Because I think Aquarians are very mysterious too, Jimmy, just in a different way. Aquarians are super misunderstood as well, in my humble opinion. Right, Pat? Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Nixie, that is funny. Yeah, they can be something else. All right. Do you want to say hi to everybody? Come on. Come on. Come here. Oh, she came to see everybody. What? What? Talk about an attention hoe. This right here is the Six of Wands in reverse right here. Oh, that's funny. She is. She's a mess. She is a flat out mess. Just what was the notification? Where did I just get a notification from? Oh, okay. Let's see here. Yeah, that's Carolina. Carolina. What? You know what? She knew I was talking about Scorpios. You know, she's a Scorpio. I think I told y'all that. November 19th. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. 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 Oh. Scratch the ear. Scratch the ear. Scratch this ear. Scratch the ear. Thanks, Tiffy. Thank you. She thinks so. Tiff, she thinks so. She's little Scorpio. Oh, the Scorpio. No, don't put you. The last time you did that, you left marks on my arms. Because I need to clip your toenails and I haven't. She's like, just touch me. She has real bad separation anxiety. It's unbelievable. Brittany, are you feeling any better than earlier? What's up with you? What's up with my Brit? Brittany, I don't want you to think this is weird, but I'm going to tell you what. If I looked like you, about the same, okay. Such a Capricorn thing, just staying productive, right? I'd be posting them pictures all over the place. You got it going on, girlfriend. No wonder that Geminis be chasing you. I was I was in a bit of a slump last night. I wonder if something's going on astrologically. I haven't checked the transits yesterday or today, but I wonder if something's going on there causing us to kind of deal with some stuff. I had a once a year pity party yesterday evening, but I'm better now. Right? I know, Nix. I agree. I'm sitting there going, will you look at that huzzy down there in Cabo, looking all cute, enjoying life? But I'm glad you had a good time. You deserved it. I heard that. That's okay. Thanks, Nixie. I don't know what it was. I think no. I had a conversation recently with a friend. It was nothing mean at all. No, the friend's super nice. um, but it made me kind of do a little deep dive, and I was like, I hate when my shadow shit surfaces. It's like, oh God, not again. Right. It's like, are you freaking kidding me? Right. Wow, but you're still blind internally. Brittany, I've read that and I know you're a triple cap, that Capricorn moons can get in the blues pretty easily. We're moody. We, we get that um dark blue blah feeling sometimes that's kind of hard to explain. And I think most people don't know that. Oh, I gotcha. Okay. Fair. 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 Oh, somebody just booked. Somebody just booked a reading. Let's see what we got here. Lolo. So yeah, we can ask since you asked two questions, we will do the first one, Lolo. If you want to ask the financial question, you can, but you'll have to book that separately, or like you could have paid for two questions in one thing. But we will definitely read for you about the Cancer. What's going to happen? Thank you, Lolo. Thank you so much. All right, so stop it. Go get in your bed. Go get in your bed now. I'm tired of your cold nose poking on me. I love you, but go. No. Stop being an attention hoe. Go down. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go over there and lay down. She won't do it. All right, here we go. What's going to happen between Lolo and the Cancer? Is there going to be anything to happen with Lolo and the Cancer? Will he reach out? Will there be a reconciliation? Anything of that nature? What's going to happen with this Cancer towards Lolo? What's going to happen with this Cancer towards Lolo? King of Pentacles in the reverse. Page of Cups in the reverse. Magician in the reverse. He's not going to do anything. There's no action here being taken. No more. I don't think this person's even going to reach out to you, Lolo. And the King of Pentacles in the reverse, there's an instability about this person, perhaps. But I just don't feel that he's going to do anything. I just don't feel like he's going to do anything. You had mentioned that he had kept going back to his ex. Yeah, Page of Wands in reverse, no communication. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. 4 of Cups. He's just, I think, really what I feel like is, based on what I'm seeing, you said he had kept going back to his ex-girlfriend. You may, Lolo, and I hate to say this, I know this is hard to hear, but what may have happened is he may have gotten with you too fast after that ex. He was apparently not over her, and probably may have even been a rebound situation with you, and he may or may not have realized it. But I do feel like that. I don't see anything. I don't think this is going to pick up at all. And I know that's not what you want to hear, Lolo. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, baby. But you deserve somebody that is free and clear as far as being over their ex, right? And not somebody that would, keep going back to their past person. Right? And I hope you realize that, Lolo. I hope you realize that, sweetheart. I'm not saying he's a bad person, but he was not over her. And because he was unhealed from that, he ended up hurting you. And hurt people will hurt people. And I think that's what happened here. I think that's what happened, unfortunately. So very, very important when we first start talking to people to find out how long they have been single, and start talking and trying to figure out whether or not they are over that past person, because they will give you telltale clues. They will give you telltale clues. They sure will. But that's what I've got here. Oh, okay. Oh, God. I'm so sorry, Lolo. I'm so sorry. Mm. Breakups are no joke. I mean, depending. I mean, they can cause people to lose their jobs, like you said, other types of opportunities, because they get to a place where they just cannot function, at least for a period of time. And it can be very painful, very painful. And I mean, I know for me, I'll never forget this, Lolo. In the throes of my worst heartbreak, and I have had quite a few in my life, but in the throes of my worst one, I was so unable to function that it took me all day to fold a load of clothes. And normally it takes me 15 minutes to fold a load of clothes, right? 10, 15 minutes. It took me all day. I was just debilitated, right? Just debilitated. And I don't know if you can relate to that, Lolo. And definitely at work, I was a wreck. In fact, I ended up losing my job because of it. I sure did. Because I couldn't function. Right? Hey, Kiera, what? Please what, baby? Please what? Yeah. So the key, Lolo, one takeaway is when they leave you to go back to the ex and then they try to come back, don't let them back in. No, no. Because you're no, you're not a ping pong ball. He's not going to be back and have have some boundaries, love bug. You do it once, okay. You ain't doing it again because I'm not giving you a chance to. I'm probably going to block you. You'll probably not be able to reach me, right? But let me tell you, I'm not judging you, Lola. What I want you to do, I don't want you to beat yourself up for letting him back in, but what I want you to do is learn never to do that again. I did the same thing. I did the same thing. He played that back and forth with me for 4 months. So I get it. But I had to look in the mirror and say, why did I keep allowing it? Because I could have stopped it if I wanted to, but I didn't. Because I didn't have self esteem and boundaries back then. Hey, RP, what's up? Hey, Wicked Majesty, how you doing? Who, me? Who did you just message, Nixie? I think nobody can say we know how you feel, Lolo, but what we can tell you is a lot of us have gone through stuff that's similar to that. And the hope is that you learn not to put up with that in the future, right? Yeah. So Lolo, love yourself first, always. And when you do that, you'll realize that holding those boundaries is honoring yourself. You're honoring yourself. You're because another thing that I do that helps me sometimes, Lolo, I don't have to do this anymore, but when I was first learning boundaries, and I don't know if this will help you. I have a daughter who is a teenager, and I would say to myself, what would you tell your daughter to do? Or what would you tell your friend to do? And I would take that advice. Right? Yeah, Lolo. I would take the advice that I would give to somebody who I loved very much if they were going through that. I would put myself out as if I wasn't the person, and if I had a friend that was going through the exact thing I was going through, and say, "What would you tell this person to do?" And I would sit there and I would go, "Well, I would tell this person that they deserve better, and not to let somebody walk all over them like that." And then I would turn it and say, "Okay, take that advice." I would act like I was my own best friend, right? So if that helps, Lola, try that. Try doing that when you first start really working on yourself, because that to me is a, a thing that helped me a lot. In fact, you'll laugh. Early on, I was talking to a friend of mine about this particular person that bounced back and forth with me and this other person. And my friend said, "Okay, if I was going through this, what would you tell me?" And I didn't say anything because they knew. And they said, "Okay, there's your advice." And that was a game changer, right? That was a game changer, if that makes any sense. One of the challenges of being a Libra, and you mentioned you're a Libra. I love Libra energy, by the way. But one of your struggles as a Libra is establishing boundaries. That's a toughie for Libras. It's hard for Pisces too. Pisces have a real struggle with establishing and honoring their own boundaries. Okay. People with 12th house stelliums as well. Okay. But This is probably one of the things you're supposed to learn from this is how to set boundaries and hold them. Right. Oh, of course, Lolo. Absolutely. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Um, so love yourself enough to do that. Love yourself enough to do that, Lola. You're worth it. You're absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth it. Yeah, people will drop away when boundaries are set. And you know what? Those are the very ones that probably need to. Imelda, you're absolutely right. There's a meme about boundaries that says something similar to what you're saying, Imelda. It says, the people who get upset whenever you hold your boundaries are the exact reason you need those boundaries. Healthy people, I would tell you this, healthy people will respect your boundaries because they have their own, right? They will respect your boundaries. Unhealthy people will push them and get mad. And that's the very ones you need the boundaries for. So it's kind of funny because, you know, when we establish those boundaries within ourselves, okay, of what we will and won't deal with or have around us or accept around us, um, it's like it's almost like immediately, man, you'll be surrounded by the very people that will test those boundaries. And it's almost like the universe sends people to you to test those boundaries to say, okay, are you serious about leveling up? You know, that's how I look at it. Yeah, there are lessons to set the boundary. That's true. I agree with that. That's absolutely true, Imelda. Yeah, that's how. But you know what's cool though? What I feel like in my own experience in boundaries, the first time you hold that boundary with an asshat, and this was my dad. Okay, the first time you hold a boundary, and this was the hardest one for me, was my dad. The very hardest one that could have ever crossed my path as far as challenging my boundaries. Okay. It was by far the hardest one. And the first time it was so hard, y'all. It was hard because I was overcome with guilt. My dad was a narcissist. He was very good at guilt tripping and gaslighting and all this kind of mess. And the first time I did it, it was very difficult. But the more I did it, it's almost like lifting weights. The more you hold those boundaries, the more natural it becomes, the more easy it becomes, and eventually it becomes second nature, or at least that's been my experience. Okay, it's now second nature that when people try to test or cross my boundaries, and they do from time to time, I'm just like, no, no, no. And if they keep pushing, I'll just block them if I can, if it's where I can. Yeah. So let that be a lesson to you, Lolo. And the problem was is he came to you initially unhealed. And that's why he was so unstable in what he was saying to you. Okay. Is because he was unhealed. You can't take, and I don't mean this to be bad. Hurt people hurt people. I've been a hurt person who has hurt people. Okay. And this is why it's so important for people to heal after a relationship ending. Okay. So that they won't take that hurt and put it onto a new person. But not only that, you won't just hurt somebody in a relationship. You'll hurt friends, you'll hurt family members, you'll hurt everybody you come in contact with until you open that wound and heal it. Right? Yeah, Brittany. And I tell you, I love that you brought up closure, Brittany. You'll never get closure from some people. They don't know why they're doing what they're doing either. And when you work on yourself enough and you have enough awareness of human behavior and why people, you'll know why people do what they do more than they do. And I mean, I don't know. I don't mean this to sound pompous, but I can watch people's behavior and I can tell you whether or not they've got unhealed wounds and why they're acting the way they are. I can tell. I can freaking and I can probably tell you what their issues are that are in their unhealed wounds that they're not even aware of. I don't know if that's because I'm a 12th house stellium or because I've just done so much shadow work that I can see it. And I can see it in myself sometimes too. It's easier to see in other people than it is ourselves. That's another thing. Yeah, Donna, I agree. Boundaries with family are the hardest. They are the hardest. But it's almost like with my dad, it's interesting. My dad is if you were to look at my astrology chart, I had my chart read recently, y'all. And the first thing out of that person's mouth was daddy. You could look at my chart and see it, y'all. You could see it. There was so much trauma from my dad towards me from my entire life, from the day I was born until, okay? And I had to heal that and I had to deal with that. But we react to those things. And so it was almost, Donna, for me, when I finally got to a place where I could hold my ground with my dad, it was almost like a rite of passage for me, if that makes sense. It was almost like a big test that I had finally, like this threshold that I was finally able to break through, right? Oh, I love that, Nixie. See, you know what? That's true because it's like that's why I say no is a complete sentence because I don't have to explain myself because all I'm doing is opening up the door for somebody to argue with me and try to convince me why I'm wrong. No, just no is enough. Right? Ah, Brittany. But Donna, you're absolutely right. It is difficult, but for me, it was this big rite of passage. See, he couldn't, and I'm going to tell you, and Lolo, I love you, and I don't mean this to be bad. The fact that he keeps messaging you tells me you've not blocked him. You're allowing this, hon. And every time he messages you, it's more pain. It gets you riled up again. You need to block him and never, ever, 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 ever open yourself up to that energy again. He doesn't care about you because he doesn't care about himself. That's the problem. He's unhealed. Okay. He doesn't know what genuine connection is. He doesn't. He thinks he does, but he doesn't. Okay. He doesn't know. And he doesn't know he doesn't know. So he misses what he thought was genuine connection. What he misses is your attention and the way you made him feel because he is so broken that you made him feel better about himself. Okay. And that's very unhealthy and very toxic and very codependent. Okay. That's not love and that's not genuine connection. It's not. It's not. I know these are tough truths, Lolo, but I'm hopefully helping you to see. He can't message you if you block him. Takes time, Brittany. Takes time. Right. And you deserve somebody that's 100%. Right. I'm going to tell you something, Lolo. A recent story. Not the big heartbreak, but a recent story. This is the difference in me now, Lolo, because I've done a lot of work. My boundaries, okay? I started talking to a Libra Um, what? Probably a year ago. Okay. And things looked really good. We went out and then he did something stupid. He did something stupid. And I was like, and it was a big stupid. And I was like, no, no, we're not doing that. I don't want to see you anymore. He reached out to me again. He's like, you know what? You're right. That was stupid. I'm sorry. Can we talk again? And I'm like, all right, we'll talk. And he went down the same stupid trail again after a few weeks, started up again. And you know what, Lolo? He has no way to contact me now. He could not contact me if he wanted to. He is so blocked. He's blocked on all of my social media, and um, he can't contact me via phone. He can't text me or call me. He can't reach out. That's my boundary. I gave him a second chance. He blew it. The end. The end. That's the difference in a solid boundary. 10 years ago, I'd probably still be talking to him, still be messing around with him, right? But that's before shadow work and after shadow work. And I don't have any ill will towards him. I just don't want to talk to him. He could not level up. Brittany, you'll laugh. There's a Gemini fairly recent that actually looked like it had a little bit of potential. I've known him forever. I was like, all right. We went out a few times. We always have fun. We've been friends for a long time. And you're gonna have fun with the Gemini. We always have fun. But then he started horsing around, messing around. Now, I mean, I didn't block him because I've been friends with him for so long. He has literally been begging me, almost hands and knees, to go out with him. He texts me all the time. I'm like, I'll be your friend. That's it. No, we're not going to date. No, you blew it. You blew it. You blew it. You had your chance. Good, Lolo. Yep, that's the one, Brittany. That's the one. He still texts me. He texted me the other day, yesterday or day before. I texted him back this morning. I'll text him back the next day, 2 days later. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. But I mean, to be honest, I don't have time for romance. I don't have time for a relationship, and I don't really miss one. I mean, there are certain things I miss, but I don't have time for one. And it's too hard to find somebody because most of them around here are idiots because I live in the Bible Belt. Most everybody around here thinks I'm going to hell. So, whatever. So, I feel you, Brittany. I feel you. One of my friends told me I need to relocate, and I can't do that right now because of my daughter. But I kind of think, I kind of, I don't know. There would have to be some things to open up, but I very much would like to relocate from here. I can't right now, And so what's funny is even if I could, there are other things that are keeping me from relocating, but I can't right now anyway because of my daughter, but I'm hoping in the next couple of years that opportunity will open up. I think it will. I've been feeling that for a while that I would end up relocating somewhere else. Ooh, I'm not going to Florida, Brittany. Heck no. You've been not with the what that governor's doing. He's a freaking nut. Hell no. Florida's beautiful and I like the people that live there, but hell no, that the way that state is run, mm-mm. Fair enough. I don't know, Pat. It's too gets too cold up there. Gets too cold up there. I don't want to go somewhere with snow. Oh, okay, Brittany. I gotcha. I gotcha. Right, Nixie? I know. I've been told the West Coast is a nice place to go. I swear to God, Lolo, I don't like the states. The citizens here are not happy. We do not like what our government does. I've heard Italy is a good place too, right? Yeah, I've heard Cali's nice. I think the West Coast would be nice. But yeah, it is expensive. It's more expensive, but I don't know. I think I would be happier there than I am here. But a lot depends on what happens with my daughter. You know, I bet, Brittany. I bet. I don't blame you, hon. Pat, you ain't that the truth? And they do. They do, Pat. They do. That's what's so crazy, right? And this thing with TikTok, it's not about just shutting down TikTok. There's a lot more to it. It's basically getting rid of our ability to speak freely, except for to each other in person. So it's shutting down our ability to unify. Yeah, that's what they're doing. That's what this is all about with TikTok. It's not about national security. That's baloney. Right, Lolo? I love Italian food. I wonder if it's the same there than it is in the States. My daughter would be happy in Italy. She loves anything Italian food wise. Love it. Love it, Nixie. I love that, Pat. It's like, man, there's no going back, though, is there, Brittany? You can't unsee it, can you? You can't unsee it. I don't trust either party. What's scary about this TikTok thing is that both parties support it being banned. That should tell you something right there. Right. I agree, Brittany. I'm with you, girl. I got no problem with that. Zero. Hey, Lisa. Yeah, I'm a total, I just, and this Pluto return for the US is real interesting. I think it's pretty cool too, Pat. Um, yeah. Bonjour. Right? CM. You mean like a tarot question or a question question? You can ask me just a general question and I'll try to answer it as best I can if I know the answer. Now, if that requires me pulling cards, I don't do that for free, but you can book a reading for sure. But we're just chatting it up a little bit. Go for it. I'll try to answer you as best I can, CM. If I know the answer or if I think I know the answer, I'll tell you what I feel. Okay. The more you learn, the more you realize the less you know, right? The more you learn, the more you realize how little you know. Pat, Pat, you are so epically funny. You know what, Pat? You know what I'm going to start calling the Stephanie and Steve? I'm going to start referring to them as the lovers card. The lovers card. They're like the lovers. They have an intense connection. Stephanie and Steve, right? They have the intense connection. Um, okay. Excellent question, Lolo. When you first start to establish boundaries, that is going to be uncomfortable for you because it is something new, and new is always taking us out of our comfort zone. It is over time what you're going to see. Your definition of rude and unpleasant is going to change. Okay. You can be kind and still say no. It is not your responsibility to please other people, talking about being unpleasant. It is your responsibility to respond in an appropriate and truthful way. Okay. And if they react ugly, that is their problem. That has everything to do with them and nothing to do with you. Don't allow that to affect you. Have yourself a boundary right here, like almost like a shield, if you will, between you and a person. Okay. Nothing gets past that shield. Okay. And you are just, no, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I'm not doing that. No, no. And don't try to tell people why. You don't have to justify the answer of no, ever. They're shovels, Brittany. They're shovels, Stephanie and Steve. Right, Pat? Intense connection with a 6-foot hole. So, Lolo, it's going to feel like you're being rude. It's going to feel like you're being unpleasant, but you're not. You're not. Your definition is going to change over time. Okay. I hope that helps in the back of the cottage, right? Exactly. 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 Pat, isn't it refreshing to talk to Lolo as compared to our earlier experience? Props to you, Lolo. You're going to be okay, love bug. You're going to be okay. You're going to be fine. It's going to take time. And it'll be uncomfortable because it's something you probably have never done for yourself before. Yeah. See, there is the difference, Pat. Isn't that beautiful? Love, love, love it. Love, love, love it. If you don't quit, talking about needing to establish some boundaries, I need to establish some boundaries with this dog. Hey, you're getting fat. You know why she's getting fat, y'all? Fair enough. I say this, Lolo, put it on the back burner. Romance and date yourself. Love on yourself. All that love that you got in that big old heart of yours, And you do. That's obvious. You turn that towards yourself. You need that. Oh, no. Well, I'll tell you specifically, yes, Nixie, because I feed her a lot. But it's do y'all have y'all heard of the cheese tax on TikTok? Speaking of TikTok, we have this thing at my house. It's called the cheese tax. I eat a lot of grated cheese. I eat grits and I put cheese in them. I do cheese toast with grated cheese. I cook with grated cheese, all kind of stuff. She knows the sound of that wrapper when I take it out of the refrigerator and undo the Ziploc. We have a cheese tax at my house. The cheese tax is making her fat. Yeah. It's like when you get out the cheese and you're cooking with it, whatever you're putting on whatever, she gets a little cheese. Yeah, the cheese tax. That's what we call it. The cheese tax. But I heard that on TikTok, but it was already a thing. I just didn't have that name for it. But that's exactly what it is. It is like radar. It is. It's freaking funny. If you eat some cheese, you must give the dog some cheese. It's not tuna. Right? But yeah, I have to pay dues on the cheese tax because I eat grated cheese probably every day on something, at least once a day. Either I'm making in the mornings, either I'm making grits with grated cheese in it, or I'm making cheese toast with grated cheese because I like grated cheddar cheese on my cheese toast. And so every morning I have to pay cheese tax. It's utterly ridiculous. He gets very disgruntled when it's SpaghettiOs. I bet he does. I bet he does. That's funny. Oh, really, Jimmy? They didn't transfer it over? Normally, mine transfers over. Ooh, yummy, Pat. I tell you what's good, Nixie. My favorite because I just do instant grits. Quaker makes jalapeno cheddar flavored, and so I just add a little bit of grated cheese in with it. Oh, okay. I got you, Jams. Okay, Lolo. So just take that workplace mentality and try your best to implement it everywhere else. That's good, though. I'm proud of you for that. But I really, Jimmy, I agree, Lolo. You know what we need is we need a yacht. Screw the boat. Let's get a yacht, y'all. Brittany, probably, yeah. That's right. You know who helped me to learn that lesson? Nixie, my daughter. How many of you have kids? Or as a kid, when you ask your parent if you could do something and they said no, how many of you then sat and said, "Oh, but listen, here's what you need to know. This is why you need to let me do this. And they give you a million excuses of why you need to reconsider. When I make a decision, I tell mine. You can sit here and tell me anything you want to, and I'll let you talk, but it's still the way it is. Right? So, yeah, that's how I learned boundaries of you. I'm not going to change my mind. You can sit there and bump your gums and waste time, or you can go do what you need to do. But yeah, probably. Nah, she's going to be a nurse. She's going to be a nurse. She would make a good attorney, though. I'll tell you that. But no, she's always wanted to do something with healthcare. And I think she's going to do pediatric nursing, something like that, maybe. Oh, your neighbor's kid. Oh, I gotcha. Oh, gotcha. I sure will, Brittany. She's always been drawn to healthcare. She loves working with kids, right? I say that with Pat too. What part of no didn't you understand? Oh my God, that's one of my classic. What part of no did you not understand? Right? It is, Nixie. It is hard work. It is hard work. It's a hard curriculum to go through as well. But did I stutter? My mama used to say that, Nixie. Did I stutter? I'm like, no, ma'am. Yeah. See, I'm gonna tell her that again. I'm writing that down again, Brittany. Pediatric. Why can't I spell today? Echo. Brittany, where are you at? What part of the world are you in, Brittany? I know you've told me, but I can't remember because my brain is Gemini Jolo. Or year a couple weeks ago, stomach bug. I made sure to send over you mentioning that. Oh, see, that's so nice, Nixie. That's very nice. Oklahoma. You're the reason God made Oklahoma. Oh, that's such a cornpone song, but Lolo. So you're studying law? That's awesome. Proud of you. Proud, proud, proud. Oh, Jimmy, stop worrying about all that. It's just nice of you to think of me, hon. I saw your email come through. Oh, okay, Brittany. I imagine it takes a special heart to do that with peds because, for just so many reasons. Obviously, it's hard to see kids, with illnesses and stuff. But then, too, they require a different type of patience, I feel like, you know, sometimes. And I was that ridiculous drama kid who would get a shot and get so upset and scream and holler and cry that I would throw up before I ever got a shot. Yes, me. I was that kid. Embarrassed, but yeah. Yes, geriatric. Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Definitely. Brittany, definitely. Jimmy, that's funny. Pat, that's funny. That's funny. And mine will go to color guard practice when she is on death's door from being sick. But man, you let her sneeze the wrong way and she don't want to go to school. It's like, no, you're going. But mom, but mom. Mm-mm-mm. Agree, live out loud. Agree. It's a tough job. And they don't get thanked near enough. You know, and like that's why, talking about healthcare workers, they're so underappreciated. And who they work with, patients, they don't feel good. We're often grumpy when we go in there, right? Because we don't feel good. So I try very, very hard to be a good patient. And I always try to thank them and empathize. Wow, Jams. Because while I'm not in the healthcare industry, I try to empathize as best I can. Right? I believe you, Sonia. Right? Brittany? I mean, there's just, it's like a whole different level of, you know, it's a whole different level of dealing with stuff that healthcare workers have to deal with. Sonia, that's funny. Yeah. And I tell you something, like my former work, I was an accountant. Granted, I could make some mistakes that could cost folks money. But if healthcare workers make a mistake, it can cost somebody their freaking life. Right? It's a whole different level of responsibility. Ah, Pat, that's funny. Ooh. Ooh, Brittany. Wow. What time is it? I think I'm fixing to get off of here, y'all. And I never did go to the grocery store. I need to do that. I want to go to bed, but I need to go to the grocery store. What? You know what, Jams? I tried to offer to make my daughter tacos tomorrow. Tomorrow night I said, "You want tacos tomorrow night?" Not really. I'm like, she's picky. What? What? Okay, say goodbye to everybody. Come on. Tell them bye. Tell them bye. Yeah, she turned down tacos. Can you believe that? Here, come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, she turned down tacos, Jimmy. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I know, Pat. We try to have them here once or twice a week for sure. No, not twice a week, but like once a week. We do I make Alfredo sauce from scratch. We do that. She loves that. Um we do what else do we do? We do fried chicken. She likes that. What? Teriyaki chicken. She likes my teriyaki chicken. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Goodness. You are such an attention hoe. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? I know, right? Fried chicken. Yum. Ooh. No, I'm not going to do the fried okra. I have leftovers from last night still. From when I had the fried shrimp that I put on my thank you, Live Out Loud, you too. The fried shrimp that I put on my community page. Did y'all see that? Fried shrimp and crab claws and fried pickles. Oh, that was so good. That's so funny, Jams. That's funny. Oh yeah. They're good too. They're good leftover. So, man, Brittany, my mama used to make the best fried chicken. Mm. I make good fried chicken too, but she made it way better than me. I make her mashed potatoes like she did too, from scratch. But yeah, yep, fried shrimp. Gulf Coast specialty. We get spoiled here. Oh, I bet. I bet she did make good fried chicken, Nix. Yeah, cast iron. Oh, and cornbread. It's illegal in the South to make cornbread unless you put it in a cast iron skillet. I have my granny's cast iron skillet. Brittany, that's so sweet. Yep, that's it. You got, and baby, there's a way to care for that thing too. There's a way to care for that thing to keep it, seasoned right. Don't put it in the dishwasher. Wash it, wipe it out with a paper towel, right? And it'll do you right. They're a little bit heavy and cumbersome to deal with, but they're so worth it. And they make the best cornbread. Are you okay? What happened? Did you scare yourself? She's so, look. Well, you have to season it before you ever use it, Brittany. Yeah, you have to oil it. You have to season it. Yeah, exactly. I don't know how to season it, but mine was, yeah, no scrubbing. Yeah. I don't know how to but there's a whole process when you get a new cast iron, skillet or pot or anything like that. Sometimes you just got to do DoorDash, Brittany. It's all right. Yep, lard. Crisco, yeah. Or bacon grease. Yep. That sounds good though, Brittany. Oh, okay. I got you, Nixie. There's good recipes online and stuff, instructions for everything. I find good recipes online sometimes too. Yeah, depending. A little soap, depending. Something mild, you know. Brittany. Um, my mother passed away and I never got her cornbread dressing recipe and my mother made the best dressing. But what I ended up doing is I went online and I found like a lot of different recipes for cornbread dressing, Southern cornbread dressing, and I kind of pulled from here and there from the different recipes and I made my own recipe and it tastes like my mom's. It's really good. So I had to recreate it. But yeah, find out for don't let that don't let that go. I have some of my granny's recipes, that she made biscuits, and pecan pie and cobbler, stuff like that. That sounds good. That sounds good. Ooh, butter based roux. That sounds good, Jimmy. That sounds good. Sounds really good. I like now that I figured out how easy it is to make regular Alfredo without getting it in a jar. I'm like, why did I ever buy that stuff in a jar? It's so easy. And it's very good. My recipe for Alfredo sauce, and it takes like 10 minutes. Super fast. Super fast. Yeah. I can't do gravy. I can't make gravy. My mother could, but I can't. I can't do gravy. Buttercream and cheese. Mmm. Wow. Why is my hand itching? What if your right palm is itching? Which one does that mean you got money coming to you? Ooh, yum. Okay, Jimmy. I'm down. Going out, of course. Yeah, the right is money, but is it money coming in or going out? Jimmy says it's going out. It's my right. Left is losing. Okay, so Brittany says the opposite. Brittany says it's coming in if it's on the right. All right, Nixie says it's going out. I don't like that. Either that or the hair is growing out. I'm dead. I'm dead. Yeah, Jimmy. It's wives' tales. Right. Interesting. I don't know, but that's worth Googling, huh? Sounds like such a Gemini thing. I think I'll Google that. Gemini at Google. How tall was Jesus? Jimmy, you people are crazy. Y'all are nuts. He was 5'5". Mm-mm-mm. Oh wow, Brittany. So, hmm. I don't know if I lived up to any of the wives' tales with my pregnancy when I was pregnant with Abby. I will tell you this: when I was pregnant with Abby, depending on until the time I had her. Now I did have her 5 weeks early, but until the time I had her, depending on what I wore, I could wear certain clothes and you couldn't tell I was pregnant, depending on what I wore. Really, Brittany? Wow. Abby was born with a head full of hair. I didn't have a lot of heartburn when I was pregnant, though, but she was born with a head full of hair. Me, I was born bald. That is funny. I craved tomatoes, which I normally hate, and fruit. I've heard that too, Sonia. I've heard that too. Abby was constantly moving 24/7. She was like a gymnast, right? When I was pregnant. Yeah, I've heard that too, Nixie. See, and then Jimmy's got to say it's just wives' tales. See, Brittany, I was bald for a year too, and my mom thought my hair would never come in. And then when it started coming in, it never stopped, right? Hi, Pat. Your daughter was high. Okay. A high belly. Wow. Big but high. Okay. And I've heard too that if you have a boy, you get big all over, you carry all over, and if you have or no, that's a girl, but a boy, you're like all belly. I was neither. Niece had a her head full of hair. The carrying high and low, yeah. Brittany, there it is. There's your answer, folks. It's just where your uterus and pelvis is set. I know, right? She's probably getting some cheese tax. If my daughter's eating cheese, I guarantee you she's assessing the tax. It's like give unto Caesar that which is Caesar's. I'm gonna start calling her. See, I'm gonna change her name to Caesar. She's sitting over there looking at me. That's funny. She's back. You are so funny. 8% cheese tax. Honey, it's probably more than that. It's probably like 20%, Brittany. Daughter's mother is 6'1", 6'2", so I guess Brittany is right. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, she's probably over here wanting me to go get some cheese and pay cheese tax, and I'm not even eating cheese myself. Right? Yeah, I need to go to the grocery store. I'll probably eat something before I go. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. I will catch you guys later. Thanks for the chat. I always love the chat. Thanks for booking readings, those of you who did too, as well. Bye, you guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I think I'm reading for Libra tomorrow. Who am I reading for tomorrow? Let me see. Planning on Libra and Scorpio tomorrow. And then tomorrow evening I'll do an all signs. What all signs am I planning tomorrow? Their true intentions. And then Libra and Scorpio. Love you too, everybody. Good night, you guys. Good afternoon, good evening. I hope you have had a good Sunday so far. Bye, y'all. Take care.